Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Alright, so today I'm taking a look at the GRIP6 Wallet version 2. Let's check it out. Alright, so here it is, the GRIP6 Wallet version 2, still in the box. And some of you already know that I reviewed the GRIP6 Wallet version 1 back in December of 2019. Now this video isn't necessarily a review on the version 2 because I already did that pretty thoroughly on the version 1, and these two wallets are basically identical. They have the same build quality, the same materials, they even look the same. So what is this video gonna be about? Well, in my version 1 review, I basically called it innovation but with a few problems. And basically in this video, I'm gonna go over what I liked about this wallet, what I didn't like about this wallet, and see if they actually fixed it in version 2. All right, so let me take out the version 1 right here, and let's take out the version 2. Put the boxes to the side. So just like my version 1 GRIP6 wallet, they sent me the version 2 with the black top crane leather jacket here. And if you saw my version 1 video, you're gonna know that I opted for the optional finger loop here. Yes, I know you guys think this is ugly, but I wanted to show you guys everything that this wallet had to offer. But first, let's go over what I like and don't like about the version 1, and then I'll show you guys the comparison between version 1 and version 2. So yes, this was a pretty successful Kickstarter campaign by GRIP6. They had over 6,000 backers, and I was actually one of the first 1,000. But because I was so early with getting in on the Kickstarter campaign, I got one of the early models and had a lot of problems. Let's start with the first problem, the leather jacket here. So the leather jacket has this little strap that fits too tightly around the lever here. And as I showed in my first review, if you have the full capacity of 6 cards in there, all you have to do is turn it upside down and they fall out just because this lever is always depressed based on this leather jacket here being too tight on the lever. So some people said just don't buy it with the leather jacket here, and yeah, that is a solution, but if you're a cash carrier, you kind of need this leather jacket because then you can take advantage of these little pockets that are on each side of the jacket. The wallet itself only holds 6 cards, but with the sleeve, it holds 14. Or if you didn't want to use these pockets for cash, you can always use it for your most used credit card, an ID. This leather jacket is pretty cool. And one of the most obvious things with this jacket on, it protects your aluminum from getting scratched up. All right, let's talk about the next problem it had. So when all the cards are in there, if you push too hard on this lever, cards shoot all over the place. And yes, you can solve that problem by not pressing too hard, but as I said, you're not always going to remember not to press this thing super hard, and realistically, it doesn't take that much. Right there, I didn't even press hard, and they launched all over my table. So with the last major problem that I had with this wallet, I had to take the leather jacket off of it just to demonstrate it accurately, so put all 6 cards back in there, and a light shake test, it's perfectly fine, but just with any bit of force, the cards fall right out. And that's due to this locking mechanism right here, not being able to hold the cards in properly. And yes, GRIP6 was aware of all these problems. And in one of their Kickstarter updates, they said they were just gonna scrap the version 1 and start working on version 2. And that is one thing I give GRIP6 props on, is they knew they had problems with this wallet, they owned up to it, and then set out to improve on this version 1. And they were super transparent on their Kickstarter campaign. It seemed like I was always getting updates on the progress of their version 2. But before we get to the version 2, what did I like about this wallet? Basically, I love the build quality of this. This thing's built like a tank. It's T6 6061 aluminum, and this little handle and the finger loop here are all polycarbonate. You got stainless steel screws right here holding everything together. There's RFID blocking if you guys are worried about that. They also said that the build quality was so solid, it'll last you 100 years. And this little lever right here, they said you can squeeze 500,000 times without breaking. That's insane. And the main reason I like this wallet and said it was innovative is because this lifting mechanism here, I thought was amazing. So yes, I'm going slow here, and if I turn it this way, you can see the lever. If I squeeze it real slow, and those cards just get sucked right back in. In fact, I don't have any issues with these cards getting stuck at all on the version 1. And yes, I know that is due to one of the problems I showed you, a faulty locking mechanism right here. But still, I am a huge fan of the mechanics of this wallet. All right, and now let's talk about the version 2. Did they improve on all the problems that they had on version 1? Well, first, let's just check out these wallets side by side. And they are basically identical if I flip these around, you can see, except for that huge difference that's right in your face, this little card cutout right here on the version 2. But if they didn't have the cutout in version 2 right here, there is no way you can tell the difference between these two wallets. At least, not really, because the other difference is a little more subtle. So here's version 1 right here, and take a look at this lever. So this lever, it tapers all the way down and basically hits this little finger loop here. So this was the main problem with having that leather jacket on and having that strap pressed down on this lever and making these cards extremely loose. So in version 2 right here, you can see they cut out about a 1/4 inch of it right there to have room for that leather jacket to fit around there perfectly. So now that strap can fit on there without depressing this lever. So that is one of the main fixes that they made with this lever, but just taking a glance at it real quick, there's no way you can tell, unless you knew what you're looking for, of course. And now I'll give you guys a look at the leather jacket side by side, and there is no differences in this leather jacket at all. I even stacked them up like this, and they're basically exact matches. Except for the fact that the leather in my version 2 feels a little softer than the leather in version 1. But let's get back to the wallet here. So let's stuff some cards in there and see if they fix the problem. So first thing right off the bat, if I stick all 6 cards in there at once, listen to this click. Awesome. So yeah, that click is the new locking mechanism that's just grabbing onto those cards. So if there is a new locking mechanism, will the cards come out as easy if I shake it? Well, let's test that. So cards are in. Shake test. Now let's go real hard. Wow. Yeah, no, these cards are going nowhere. So it looks like they solved one of the problems just by giving us a new locking mechanism right there. Problem number 2, will the cards just come out with the leather jacket on, click them in, and nothing. So let's shake it just a little harder. Look at that. Leather jacket is on, shook the heck out of it. Cards are going nowhere. So it looks like that's 2 of the 3 problems that Grip6 fixed in their version 2. And now the third problem, will the cards shoot out if I press the lever hard enough? And yeah, they still shoot out. But to be fair, Grip6 did release an update video, and in that video the guy basically said, yeah, we are aware that the cards still shoot out. There's nothing we can do about it. He just said don't press this lever super hard and you'll be fine. And no, I don't have to press the lever that hard. Real life tests, I'm probably not gonna squeeze this lever any harder than this, and they're not gonna pop out. So if you do get this wallet, just be aware, don't go all Hulk on it when you're trying to get the cards out. Otherwise, yeah, that's gonna happen. Now that's all well and good, but my time with this wallet, I've noticed another problem here. Now if I squeeze the lever real slow and let them go real slow, most of the time, they'll go right back in like you saw in the version 1, and this is great. But in my real world test, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squeeze it and then let go real quick, and every single time, a card gets stuck right there. And this is due to one of the fixes, that new aggressive locking mechanism right there. Because what it's trying to do, as soon as I let go of that lever, that lock is coming down before the cards get a chance to get sucked back into the wallet. And if I give you guys a nice close-up, I'll do it real slow. You can see that locking mechanism right there lock back up on the card. So there you go. And if I go real fast, let it go, you can see cards get stuck. And yes, in that same update video, the guy was aware of that and said there's nothing they can do about this either, so just get used to slapping them down like this. So basically squeeze, take out whatever card you want to, let go, and slap it down. But my favorite improvement on the version 2 is this card cutout right here. So I found myself half the time just putting my most used credit card right here in the front and not even using that lever, just taking it out and putting it back in. And then check this out, if I want to access the cards in the middle, I just pulled the whole stack out, fan through them as so, and took out whatever card, slapped them back in. So then it made me think, why do we even need this lever in the first place when I can just pull the cards out, fan through, take the one out of the middle, bam. Technically, we don't need this lever with this card cutout. The only thing that I saw would be an advantage is once I have this card out, and if I want to put it back in the middle, I could squeeze the cards and then navigate to where I want and then slap them back in. So what's to say, let's take this back out, that I couldn't just pull these cards out as so, navigate to where I want, and then do that. So this card cutout being their biggest improvement almost makes this lever an afterthought. Because if I need to use this wallet, I'm probably not going to use this lever anymore. I'm just going to pull out the full stack, navigate to my card. I mean, it's super functional just with this card cutout. So in my opinion, did Grip6 redeem themselves from the version 1? Absolutely. They took every known problem that they had with version 1 and improved upon it in version 2, even more so with this card cutout system. And on top of that, if you get the leather sleeve, you can still use these pockets on the side for extra cards. Here's 8 bills right here, folded into quarters. I love this little pocket on the side for cash carrying. You got this little thumb cutout right there to push up. I mean, I think this is a winner from Grip6. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. What do you guys think of the new Grip6 Wallet version 2? I'll tell you what, I'm super impressed with Grip6 as a company. Even with all the problems they had in version 1, they basically rolled up their sleeves and gave us a new and improved version 2 here. Every single problem that I had with the version 1 is basically fixed right here in the version 2. And like I said, with the addition of this card cutout, it makes this lever almost obsolete. So if I do carry this, I'll probably never even use this lever. Now, if you do want to pick one of these up, I don't think it's available for retail sale yet, but I believe if you go to the Grip6 website, they are available for pre-order. I'm not sure of the retail price yet, but I picked up the wallet and the leather jacket for 64 bucks. But obviously that's a Kickstarter contribution. Retail is going to be a little higher. And I'll leave all the links below that you guys need right in my description box. But if you guys did enjoy this video, please give me that thumbs up. Please subscribe and go!